dramatic, but I don't think I am. If you identify as anything that's not female or male, then I feel like you would feel this way too. But anyway, I was making an appointment for my doctor and I had to fill out the patient intake forms. You probably know where this is going. And I got to the gender question and this is what it looked like. And like, I've never felt so unsettled by this question ever before. And like, I kind of recently just started like calling myself non-binary. So like, that's probably why. But like, I sat here with my finger in the middle and I'm like, why is there no other option? Like, I genuinely don't feel comfortable choosing either. And like, the shitty thing is, I don't, like, there's nothing that I can even do about it, you know? Like, it's probably more of an issue with my doctor's office, like coding the software more than the actual like software company. But like, what am I supposed to do? Ugh.
Wow, the land of make-believe.
Now, I know I've said this several times in past videos, but I think it's worth repeating. So I was at my local gun store about, I don't know, 6 or 8 months ago, and I was filling out the form, and I came to the little box where it says sex or gender, whatever it says on there, I can't remember. And there was 3 options: male, female, and non-binary at my local gun store. Well, I guess no institution is safe from the woke mind virus. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a fairly crazy Clown World update for you guys today, and as usual, we have absolutely no time to waste. So let's get into it now. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment. So here we have a post from a subreddit called Trans Adorable. Now, this is Lexi. Lexi is a biological man who identifies as a trans woman, calls himself a transbian, which most of you know by now is a trans lesbian. Now, Lexi posted this photo with the caption, "Adorable look." Huh?
What the f***? What the f*** is wrong with you? What the f*** is wrong with you?
All right, let's keep this party rolling with everybody's favorite paid establishment shill, Harry. Harry. Now, they're getting desperate because a lot of people who voted for former Vice President Joe Biden in 2020 say they will not be voting for him again in 2024. So Harry and his little boyfriend Chris keep making these videos about everybody who's saying they're not going to support Biden in the next election, and it just reeks of desperation. Check this out. Roll it.
All right, here's the thing about the 2024 presidential election, and this is for everyone who's saying that they're not going to vote for Joe Biden. Let's just say, hypothetically, Donald Trump wins the election. He gets inaugurated, he's back in the Oval Office, and he's president again. And then Trump starts to do all these terrible things which he said he was going to do, like taking reproductive rights away from women, even more so, rounding up immigrants in camps and deporting them, kicking people off of their health care. And on top of this, he doesn't give a damn as to what's happening in the Middle East. And then all of these people who didn't vote for Joe Biden will be looking on saying, wow, this is terrible. What Donald Trump is doing to this country is awful. Who could have possibly seen this coming? We did. We all saw it coming. Donald Trump is dangerous to this country. That is what we're trying to tell you. Your vote matters, and you not voting for Biden or voting third party is a gift to Donald Trump. We saw him as president. It was awful. He's facing over 700 years in prison right now. He's a proven fraudster and abuser. This is no joke. This is not a game. This is people's lives. Donald Trump is a danger to you, me, and everyone around us. Do not make a bad mistake and let Trump get back into office. You may not love Joe Biden, but Donald Trump will be a hell of a lot worse. Please, let's be smart about this.
Who the f*** do you think you are, you crazy little shit?
And on a similar note, the comment says, okay, so you believe the country is better now than when Trump was in office. You see more benefits of Biden presidency than Trump. Roll it.
F***ing yeah. Where you been? Let me guess. You're a white male.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Well, as a matter of fact, ma'am, yes, I am a white male. And to be honest with you, I'm pretty proud of who I am and where I come from. Now this next clip is the exact opposite of that. This young fella has been brainwashed to hate himself and where he comes from. It's sad, really. Roll it.
I'm very aware of my heritage. I know exactly who I am and I know exactly where I come from. I am a colonizer on Turtle Island, and I am occupying unceded territory. I am on stolen land. I do not belong here. I do not deserve this. Plain and simple. Flat out.
You're a pussy.
Now, self-hating young men like the one we just heard from are one of the reasons why that young woman felt emboldened enough to say, "Let me guess, you're a white male." Anyway, next up, here we have Jeffrey, our old pal Jeffrey, talking about self-care as he looks all disheveled like he just rolled out of bed and needs a shave and a shower. Roll it.
Oh, girl, you forgot. You forgot that self-care is not a contest. That you're not trying to win. You're not trying to prove. You're not trying to get. What if self-care is like a fun hobby? What if self-care is worth it?
God damn it, are you f***ing with me?
All right, next up. So this person who is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman is active duty military. Now, it would appear as though the Army is finally recognizing this person as a female? What? Roll it.
So I just wanted to give everyone a quick update that the Army finally recognizes me as a female. So this is one of my first days doing makeup and uniform. Got my nails painted this natural color. And eventually I will be getting my hair done. So let me know what y'all think about my work makeup.
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts? Didn't Mommy and Daddy show you enough attention?
So this next clip is going to go off the rails very quickly. This young woman is going to pop up on the screen in just 1 second, and that's when things go completely south as she equates fat phobia with racism. It's a very bizarre link she makes. Roll it.
Hatred, it feels almost akin to racism.
This is not like racism, it is racism. Anti-fatness is rooted in anti-blackness. And the reason why people are pursuing thinness is because they're pursuing proximity to whiteness. The reason why people hate fat people is because people hate black people. And appearing curvier, bigger is associated with blackness, especially black women. And that's why they're discriminated in the workplace, overly sexualized. And this has gone back for centuries and centuries. All systems of oppression, capitalism, sexism, racism, it all comes back to white supremacy, which is the foundation of the fabric of America and rules every sector and aspect of our society.
She's fit for a straitjacket. This broad's 3 ways towards the weekend.
All right, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen now. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I literally have no context to this clip. So use your imagination, I guess. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by the Etsy store Red Clover Fields. Now, most of you know by now, this is my wife's Etsy store. And listen, I would never promote any products that I don't use myself or that don't work. So I can definitely vouch for the things in her store that I use. For example, I take a spoonful of elderberry syrup every day to boost my immune system. And so far, so good. And I also use the calendula balm for my hands. Up here in the cold New England winters, my hands get really dry and cracked. I put that stuff on, it heals them right up. It works fantastic. She also has some handmade jewelry in there, so if you're looking for any gifts this holiday season, or like I said, looking to boost your immune system up this winter, definitely go peruse her store. I will put a link to that in the description box below. So once again, Red Clover Fields on Etsy, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video, unless stated otherwise by you. All right, get this off the screen. This is getting pretty creepy. Oof.
I guess it is a little creepy.
So this next clip is of Irish Senator Pauline OReilly, I believe her name is. Now, we've all seen what's been happening over in Ireland for the past week or so. Coming to a country near you. Now, Ireland's politicians are trying to pass these hate speech laws so the people of Ireland can't speak out about what's happening to them. So this woman comes up here and she comes right out and says it. She just plainly lays it out without any shame at all. Yes, we are restricting your freedoms. It is for your own good. This is the most Orwellian that I've seen in a while. Roll it.
When you think about it, all law, all legislation is about the restriction of freedom. That's exactly what we're doing here, is we are restricting freedom, but we're doing it for the common good. You will see throughout our Constitution, yes, you have rights, but they are restricted for the common good. Everything needs to be balanced. And if your views on other people's identities go to make their lives unsafe, insecure, and cause them such deep discomfort that they cannot live in peace, then I believe that it is our job as legislators to restrict those freedoms for the common good.
These communists are all cowards.
And speaking of Orwellian, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip of Education Secretary Miguel Cordona taking a famous Ronald Reagan quote completely out of context to make it sound like Reagan was saying something that he wasn't. Now, I'm sure most of you have probably heard Ronald Reagan's famous quote, "The 9 most terrifying words in the English language are, we're from the government and we're here to help." Because Ronald Reagan knew that big government wasn't your friend. He knew what was... Listen, Ronald Reagan didn't, he had some bad policies, had some good policies, but he wasn't part of the establishment. So Miguel Cordona comes on here, gives this little speech and acts like, oh yeah, we're from the government, we're here to help. Ronald Reagan knew it, he's the one that said it. This is insanity. This is the gaslighting that these people do. At least the lady in Ireland, the senator from Ireland we just heard from, she just came out and blatantly said it. She wasn't trying to lie or dupe you or anything. She just said, yeah, we're taking away your rights. It's for your own good. Deal with it. Anyway, guys, things are clearly getting crazy out there, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, I love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
We're going to set up follow-up calls with every governor we met with to make sure we're available. As I think it was President Reagan said, we're from the government. We're here to help. There are resources there, there's technical assistance there, and there's a playbook that could support the work you're doing. Count on us as a partner in this. Our students are waiting. Thank you.
What the hell did you just say?
I think it was President Reagan said, we're from the government. We're here to help.
This guy is f***ing stupid.
And you ain't black.